Meet the Chef
is proudly brought to you by
Sunlight 2-in-1 for burst after burst of long-lasting freshness.
Welcome to another episode of Meet the Chef, and today we are at La Villa Boutique Hotel, an oasis of calm in the midst of all the hustle and bustle of the city of Accra. This place is actually designed to suit the taste of a business traveler and, of course, people who are looking for some romantic adventure home away from home. On this episode of the show, what's so different about Villa Boutique Hotel?
Well, La Villa Boutique has been here for 10 years. This used to be the old Russian embassy. But we're very diverse. We do a lot of international guests, but as long as you want to come and have a good time, break away, that's why we're here.
Right. All right, so what are we going to be making today?
Today actually we are cooking a glazed salmon with crunchy topping, and then our vegetables is going to be some pea puree and then pumpkin puree. Then we have a potato that we are putting in cutlet.
This is Meet the Chef, and my name is Chris Carter. Still Meet the Chef, and like I told you, we are still at Villa Boutique Hotel located in the center of Accra, Osu. So I'm sure you've heard about this place, you've seen it on social media, but you're wondering what facilities do they have? Well, somebody's right here that's going to tell me more about this place, and you're welcome to the show, Mr. Alvin.
Hi, thank you.
How's everything?
It's been busy.
Busy,
hot, and
so talking about busy, we're still in the pandemic.
Yep.
So how is it busy for you?
Well, looking at things, people are coming back, they're traveling again, which is great. I think the whole industry took a big knock, not just in Ghana, but all over Africa. It is picking up, and we are getting back to the normal, the new normal. Let's put it that way, yeah.
So tell me, what's so different about Villa Boutique Hotel? Because there are so many boutique hotels, but what is different? What is distinct about this company?
Well, La Villa Boutique has been here for 10 years. This used to be the old Russian embassy. And the one thing about La Villa is that it is an oasis in the middle of the city. You can sit next to the pool and you do not feel like you're in the middle of Osu. And we pride ourselves to get to know all of our guests. You can see from the owner, Nyama Olio, Frederico, all my management team, we walk around, we actually spend time with our guests. Our staff try and interact as well. So we try and make you feel at home here.
Right. Talking about home away from home, what are some of the facilities that will actually make people comfortable?
We've got our conferencing centers like the one we're currently in, Gusto. We have Air Lounge, which is a private. We have Soprano Restaurant with a nice pool, which is closed off with a lot of nature. We currently busy building a spa, which, yes. And then we have a gym also inside, but all of our rooms are unique. None of the rooms look the same. It's got a different feeling to it.
Right. So apart from COVID, has there been any downtimes? We know businesses have uptimes and downtimes. Have there been any of that?
Well, you do get those. Currently, July was a bit slow, and August because people travel.
Yes.
And that's why we've been focusing on the Ghanaian market as well. Because at the end of the day, you can't just look abroad, you need to look inside the country itself. So we're doing specials for our Ghanaian family members here, and then we're also doing corporate things. So any kind of thing that you want to do here, we try and push. It has been slow, but it's picking up again. You can see it, even with the airlines traveling, speaking to all of our friends and others. So everybody is busy picking up.
Okay, so talking about Ghanaians, who would you say is actually your target client? Who is that perfect target client?
We don't have that. We're very diverse. We do a lot of international guests, travelers. We do a lot of corporate. And we have a lot of Ghanaians as well that travel from the outskirts of Accra to come and visit us. So we don't actually target a specific group. But as long as you want to come and have a good time, break away, even if you stay in Accra and you just want to have a staycation,
You just come out.
that's
Right.
why we're
Okay,
here.
now let's talk about food. You know, this is Meet the Chef, and yes, we love to feature chefs and food. What would you say is your best dish on the menu? What would you say people always come to eat a lot?
Now you've got me on here. So the tilapia is definitely is one of the favorites that goes around. Mixed rice, the salmon, and we do actually do quite a very good pizza as well, which is why I look like I do. But the chef, Chef George does try to make it very versatile. We have our focus on some Ghanaian dishes, and we have some Italian dishes. And he brings a bit of his French experience into it as well, which is great. So we try mix it around, but the tilapia is good.
All right, so is there anything that we should look out for when it comes to La Villa Boutique Hotel? Like, are there any activities that we should look out for out there?
Well, follow us on social media. We do wine tasting events. We currently, a couple of weeks ago, we did the whiskey tasting with Shivas, which was great. Django, we partnered up with Django, so currently a couple of events coming up. We have 1 or 2 charity events, which I'm working on with Nyama that's happening. We have a big project with the GIZ, which we're doing hospitality training for Ghanaians to empower them in the industry and also then find work. So we're involved in a lot of community projects and as well, brand exposure.
Right. So last words. Yeah, people are actually watching you right now and probably thinking, oh my, this place might be too expensive for me to come visit, or this place might be this way for me to come visit. What would you actually tell them to actually make them leave their seats and visit La Villa Boutique Hotel?
Okay. So if you want to just break away from the city life, instead of driving very far out of Accra, come and try us. It's a oasis in the middle of Osu. And we in such a price range that it's affordable for everybody.
Right.
At the end of the day.
Okay. As you heard him, it's affordable for everybody. So just leave your seat, leave your house, and come visit La Villa Boutique Hotel. Now it's time for us to check out the chef and what we are going to be eating. So just sit back, relax, and enjoy.
Introducing new Sunlight 2-in-1. It gives you burst after burst after burst of long-lasting freshness. New Sunlight 2-in-1 for burst after burst of long-lasting freshness.
Well, welcome back, guys. So this is Meet the Chef, and right now it's time for us to meet the chef, and it's no other chef than Chef George, who has actually featured on this show before. Last time we saw him, he was a private chef, but today he is in another element. He is here as a commercial chef, as the head chef of La Villa Boutique Hotel. You're welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, Grace. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you again.
Yes.
So the last time we saw you, you were a private chef.
Sure,
Today you're a commercial head chef.
Yes.
How does it feel, being these two things?
I think it's a bit of, experience.
Yeah.
Being a personal chef for Israeli embassy for some years, and then coming back to be an executive chef at La Villa Boutique Hotel, the pressure is a bit different.
It's different.
Yes, the experience is also a bit different. I had a feel of this before.
Yeah, before
going to the Israeli embassy, but like for 6 years, it's like I'm out of the kitchen again.
Yeah.
So now coming back, it's like the experience is big.
Yeah.
Now how to restart like the way cooking has been in the past.
Okay.
So it's been a great experience.
All right. So are we ready to bring all that energy
Sure.
All right. So what are we going to be making today?
Today actually we are cooking a glazed salmon with crunchy topping, and then our vegetables is going to be some pea puree and then pumpkin puree. Then we have a potato that we are putting in cutlets.
So what are you starting with?
First of all, we start with the fish.
Okay.
We put a little bit of salt, black pepper, a bit of oil in here. when you coat it.
Okay, so but you use the oil to coat it. You don't put it directly on.
We also put it here,
Okay.
and then sometimes also use it to put it on top of this.
Okay.
A bit of chopped garlic.
Right.
Then our pan is ready. You know, when we are cooking fish, butter is one of the
Main ingredient.
main ingredients that we should actually consider when cooking fish. A salmon is a very delicate fish. We don't need to cook it too much because we need to get it a bit more moisty when it's ready.
Yeah.
So this, I think at this level is fine.
Right.
Just
So what
a
you
little
just
bit.
did was just coat the back.
Yes, coat the back and then a bit of lemon on that and then put it aside.
And then put it aside.
Yes.
So now that it's aside, we're actually going to put it in the oven later on,
Yes, we
right?
are going to put it in the oven.
Okay.
So now we go for the puree. A bit of salt in there,
Right.
a bit of olive oil.
So that is
So
going to like
this-
simmer a bit
yeah.
before we put it inside.
Yes, so we're just going to pour it inside to steam just for a few seconds because we don't want to lose the color.
Yes.
More the vegetables cook, more the color is done. So just to brown it a little bit.
Yeah.
So we need to put this in ice because we don't want the color to
We don't want the color to lose.
lose, yeah.
But apart from the color, does the ice do anything like scientifically, like maybe keep all the nutrients back in?
Yeah, yes, because you don't cook it so much. You keep it in the good temperature by keeping the nutrient to inside because you know vegetables you need to eat them grains.
Yeah,
Actually.
yeah.
You don't need to
Overdo it.
overcook them.
Right.
So we use this same water to cook our pumpkin
Right. So you boil the pumpkin and the carrot together.
together. Yes.
Is it because they have the same color?
It's not because they have the same color because we are going to puree them
Okay.
the same like it's.
Right.
So you leave this to cook to be very tender before we blend it.
Before we actually blend it.
Yes, so I think now we can go for our crunchy of butter.
Right.
Of
Parmesan cheese.
this is breadcrumbs.
The breadcrumbs first.
Yes.
Looks like grated cheese.
So this is actually ready. We are just going to put it on top of it. But before we do that, I want us to make the sauce.
So we still have our peas in the water. Right. Okay, so here we have our peas still green.
You see? Very nice and beautiful.
Right. All right. So this goes into the blender.
Yeah. I think I just have to saute the onion. You know, I love butter.
Everybody loves butter.
Yes,
It has a
butter.
distinct taste.
Yes, yes. So this, because I'm trying to get my roasted
Garlic
garlic
flavor.
flavor, so I'm going to leave this on fire to caramelize more. Okay, so I think at this point the onion and the garlic has been well caramelized. So we're going to pour it back into the blender and then blend all of them together.
Right.
So please give me the stock.
All right.
This actually the stock that we use from
The peas.
the pea when we were boiling them at the first place. So I think at this point it's okay.
Right.
So we just have to take it off and while waiting for this to set and then let's do the sauce.
Right.
A bit of oil. Butter. Always.
Always. I was going to say that.
Yeah. So the garlic goes in here. Some sweet chili sauce. A bit of water. And these are some of my secret ingredients. Here we have star anise.
Right.
And then some chopped dill. A different texture of the food when you are cooking and you put herbs inside.
Obviously, because we don't want any seeds.
Yes, that's where I'm saving it.
Right.
And this,
The
the
zest?
other secret, this we are just going to use it to
Coat it.
coat it, yeah.
So this is going to glaze it.
Yes. So this sauce actually can also be used when the meal is ready and then you need more sauce on the plate. You can actually use this sauce as well. So on this, we put now our crunchy topping.
So are we still going to put the Parmesan cheese?
Yeah, we are going to put the Parmesan cheese on it before.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, and the smell is so nice.
So this, we just put it in the oven. For some 5 minutes. Yeah.
All right. So how long is that going to be in the oven for?
Just in about 3 to 5 minutes.
Okay, so while we wait for our glazed fish to get ready, we still have some other things that we need to put together.
Sure.
But now let's take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll be putting all that together. Don't go nowhere.
Introducing new Sunlight 2-in-1. It gives you burst after burst after burst of long-lasting freshness. New Sunlight 2-in-1 for burst after burst of long-lasting freshness.
Alright, so we are back to the kitchen, and it's time for us to get into the next batch of
Yes, the
food.
carbohydrate, which
Yeah.
is the potato latkes.
Right. So
Yeah.
before we do that, I think we have some fish.
Yes, we have some fish inside the oven, and we need to take it out.
Look at
see?
that.
So very nice. You know, remember we have some pumpkin and carrot today.
Yes. Yeah.
And then we have this. I think it's time we should save this.
Oh, so we still have to sieve it.
We still have to save it because when we are plating, we don't want to have any chunks around, you know, any those
right.
little chunks inside. So all this was inside.
Yeah. No, if it's left with me, I think I would have just poured everything. But now you've just shown me that it's not all that you see.
So to keep the color a bit more shiny, we need to add a bit of olive oil. Yeah, you can just use
Okay, I can just use a spoon. This is good.
So now we peel our potato. Just gonna grate it after cooking. This is actually the last one.
And what are we making again?
Latkes.
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 Potato latkes.
Yes.
All right. I'm just trying to get the pronunciation right.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. Then we season it a bit. Some salt.
And let me get some black pepper.
Yeah, some yeah. You're right. Some pepper.
Pepper. Right.
And then a little bit of just flour. Just a little bit to get it hold. Okay, that's fine.
Right. So we use the white here.
No, we can actually put the whole. You don't need to use only the white side. Just not so much oil. Going
Just
to
put
add
a little bit of
lemon.
To give it a zest or a zing right there.
Yeah, just I don't want to hear the scent of the egg
Eggs.
when cooking it. I don't want to put garlic in here because all the food will be like more garlic.
So since it's grated, how long does it take for it to fry? Does it stay as long as potato fries?
No, because this is going to take less time to get fried, and then we need to get it crispy outside and then moist inside. Yes. And then while this one is frying, please let's fry.
We can get our puree.
Yes. Then we can blend this one.
So this is just a mixture of the pumpkin and
then
the carrot, right?
Yeah. At this stage is getting done, but just to make sure the potato is cooked inside.
Ready?
Yeah. Yeah, we're good.
Right. So we are done cooking right now, and it's time for us to tidy this place up and plate. So while the chef is, tidying everything up, it's time for us to take a quick break, and when we come back, he'll be done plating. Don't go nowhere.
Introducing new Sunlight 2-in-1. It gives you burst after burst after burst of long-lasting freshness. New Sunlight 2-in-1 for burst after burst of long-lasting freshness.
And it's still Meet the Chef, and you are welcome back. So we've been cooking up a storm in the kitchen with Chef George of La Villa Boutique Hotel. But before I dive into this, Chef, we are having this meal together. So tell me what I should expect. I mean, you know yourself already.
You know, most of the things that you are going to expect from here is the flavors. You know, the herbs that is coming out of the seasoning, and then the garlic, and the texture of the fish. That's one of the most important things, because salmon, you don't need to get it very dry. It needs to be something very soft inside. And then especially the glazer sauce that is on it.
Right.
It's amazing.
All right.
Yeah, so you just dig in and then let's see the result.
Glazed salmon, right?
Yeah, sure.
Very, very, very juicy in it.
You see all the surprises?
Yeah. And I like the crunch of the topping.
Yeah.
The puree. That's a good one. Let's try the peas puree.
I can see you want to just have all the flavors differently.
Now let's mix them together. I love what's going on with
you
this
know,
sauce.
this is one of my signature
Dishes,
sauce, dishes that you cannot really find anywhere. You know, it's most of the times I like doing it like this, soaking a lot of sternis, leave it down for about a week in the fridge.
The mixture is great. The mixture, it's a burst of flavors.
Okay.
And there's something I'm looking for, the Parmesan cheese. And I'm asking myself, where is the cheese?
The Parmesan cheese?
Where is the cheese?
The cheese is in the crunch.
Yeah.
And
it's
but
so
you can't really taste that.
Exactly.
You know, that's one of the
So it's
different
moderate.
things. Yeah.
Very moderate.
Yeah,
And that's
yeah.
one thing I really like about it. And it feels like there's a sweet factor somewhere. I think that's from the sauce.
The sauce. The sauce. That's from the sauce.
Well done, well done. So we're gonna try this. So the potatoes.
You know what? I'm going to put this dish in our menu. So for all my guests out there, come to La Villa Boutique Hotel, enjoy this great meal.
And it's a good portion too.
Thank you. That's one thing. You don't feel so much heavy when eating this kind of food. You can eat it at late night. It's very light. And then, you know, you are good to go.
The potatoes, very interesting.
I know, right? You feel the crispiness out there
It's crispy.
and the moist
Yeah.
inside. It's just like
the fish.
Just like the fish.
So all the meals we had today was like crispy outside
Then moist
and moist
inside.
inside.
That's one
and
of the key
juicy.
things. Like you need to keep food on their right temperature, you know, when cooking them. You don't
Yeah.
bend them, you don't make them become too dry, especially when dealing with fish.
Very nice. And I must say congrats.
Thank you so much.
This is wonderful. And I didn't expect less because, of course, I've eaten your food before. And one thing I really like about you is the time and dedication that you use to even present your food, which is very exciting. It's actually nice seeing people put in work in what they love to do.
Sure,
And
sure.
I can see that you love to do
Yeah, sure.
what you love to do. So guys, as you're watching and you want to experience what I'm experiencing right now, remember that Chef George is here, stationed at La Villa Boutique Hotel.
Exactly.
You can enjoy this fresh salmon too. This is a wonderful meal, and I really love to try it, but obviously I'm not going to try this at home. I will still have to come back here to have this experience. Thank you so much.
Most welcome.
Thank you so much. Remember that you can also meet us on our social media pages at meetthechef_GH, Facebook, Meet the Chef GH, and also our YouTube channel, Meet the Chef. Subscribe and then check out unlimited content out there. You can also slide into our DMs and send us messages. Tell us who you want us to see, which chef you think is that good that should be on the show, or which spot we need to check out because they have great, delicious food that the whole country is talking about. We would definitely visit there, or we would definitely feature the person. Remember, Chef George was the one that made this great dish, and I want to say thank you so much once again.
Thank you so
Do you have
much,
anything
Grace.
to actually tell your fans or people watching?
Actually, the only thing I want to say is like, keep cooking with love. Okay, keep cooking with love. Once you are cooking, put your love in there, and everything that you are going to put on the plate is going to look great.
Right, guys, you heard it from him. See you next time, same time. And this has been Meet the Chef. My name is Chris Carter, and of course, I still have a bowl to finish. So see you. Bye-bye.